All right, y'all, so we back again, and today we about to do these pork chops that my mom used to make when I was growing up, and I learned it from her. This is something that she came up with just by using what she had. Actually started doing it before I was even born. Her and my dad and my sister used to stay in this small apartment on the other side of town, and she just came up with this by looking through her cupboards and cabinets and stuff and using what she had. And nowadays, with the prices we dealing with, you gotta shop smart and you gotta make sure that you can use what you got. So these pork chops that my mom came up with actually have ketchup sauce. Is the base is ketchup, but we're gonna sprinkle it with some brown sugar and use the seasonings and butter. And I'm telling you, I ain't that big on ketchup. I don't mind ketchup, but when we get done, it's not ketchup anymore. So let's get busy. I gotta clean my pork chops, get them seasoned, and then I'll show you how we'll top them before we put them in the oven. Let's get it. Now, I'm also gonna make some very simple potatoes and some broccoli for my sides. But first, like I said, I'm gonna get my pork chops cleaned up, and then I'll get my sides going. But first, I wanna get my pork chops in the oven so they can start doing their thing. So then I'll get on the sides after that. So really, all I'm doing with my pork chops is I'm pulling off some of the excess fat. You don't have to get it all off, but you can if you want to. I just, when it's real thick like this, I'm taking that off. And you just make sure you're rinsing them real good before you start seasoning. But big pieces of fat like that, getting it out of here. But you don't have to do that. If you really like the fat, keep it. It's just my style. Cut it down some. Cut down some on the fat, that's all. That's all we do. And just like that, I'm gonna get my glass pan out, and then I'm gonna season my pork chops right in the pan, cover them with my topping and the onions, cover foil, we in the oven. So first thing I'm gonna do, take my glass dish right here, and I'm gonna spray cooking spray around there, just like that. Then I'm gonna take my pork chops, get them in here. You can use any kind of pork chop for this too. I prefer the center cuts with the bone, but like I said, you gotta deal with these prices right now, so you gotta do what you gotta do. But it's still gonna be good, no doubt. So, let me get in here and wash my hands real quick. I'm coming with the onion powder. Just like that, just cover the meat. Put your garlic powder. Just like that. A little seasoned salt. You gotta be careful with that. You gotta be careful with salt. And then we're coming with the black pepper. Same thing. Be careful with it. And go to crazy with the black pepper. Then I'm gonna take my spray butter. I'm just gonna spray my pork chop. Just like that. Spray my pork chops nicely. Then I flip them. Then I gotta wash my hands again. All right, so same thing. All right, so after you did all that, now you're gonna take your ketchup and you're gonna cover, see, all your pork chops with this ketchup. Just like this. Make sure you get enough on there. And then you're gonna take a medium-sized spoon and you're just gonna smooth it out. That way you cover the entire top of these pork chops. Just like that. Just wanna smooth it out. So you cover that whole top surface. Just like that. Then you're gonna come with your brown sugar. You're just gonna make sure you hit every one of these chops with your brown sugar. Get it in there, and then you're gonna come back with that spoon again, just to make sure you cover everything with the brown sugar too. Make sure you get everything good, but don't go too crazy, just because you're gonna get lumps of this brown sugar, and then you're gonna have to smooth it out as much as you can. Might take your finger a little bit if you get big chunks like that. You might have to break them up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So then take your spoon. Just make sure get it all good. Mash it down a little bit, just lightly. Don't press too hard on it. Make sure you get it all in there. Then you're gonna come with your onions. I got my onions cut up. All you gotta do is just slice them just like that. And then you just break them over your chops. And make sure you get a few on each chop. Like that. See, you're just gonna place a few of your onions on each chop like this. till you get them all covered up with a few pieces of onion per chop, or a whole bunch if you want. It's like I said, ain't no rules. You can do it how you want. But I'm telling you, even if you don't really care for ketchup, you'll see if you try this, it ain't ketchup no more when you get done. It's a whole nother ball game. So that's how it's gonna look. Now I'm gonna hit it with a little more spray butter. Cover it with foil, and we going in the oven with it. All right, we good to go. Now we're gonna get working on these sides. All right, so getting my sides started. I got all my potatoes. I just cut them in cubes like this, and I'm just gonna boil them in some hot water for now. Well, actually, I guess you could say a medium boil. I'm not gonna boil them too hard because I don't want them, I'm not trying to make mashed potatoes. I wanna keep them cubed. So I'm gonna go in between low and medium. We're about 3.5 and let it chill right there. And then got my broccoli in here. And with my broccoli, I'm gonna go in with some of that chicken base, broth base. Just enough, you know, depending on how much broccoli you got, you know, not too crazy with that, because that's going to give you some salt as well. So with this, I'm only going to go with onion powder, garlic powder, and I'm going to roll with some black pepper. Careful with that. Then come over here, add this hot water, just enough in there, and then same thing. I'm gonna just go in between low and medium. I'm gonna go right on 3 because I don't want my broccoli. I want to still have some firmness to my broccoli, so I'm not going crazy with the heat on that. Our pork chops is chilling. Now we just wait. When the pork chops is done, everything's gonna be done. We'll season our potatoes at the end. All right, so I got my pork chops out. It's been 1.5 hours. So took them out the oven. Let's see what we got. Oh yeah. O to the yeah. That's exactly what we want it to look like. The pork chops are beautiful. So now I'm gonna drain my potatoes, season them, and make some plates. All right, so I drained my potatoes. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in. I got that Slap Your Mama in here in that Cajun seasoning. I'm gonna sprinkle a little taste of that in here. Not too much because it's got salt in it too. So then I'm gonna go onion powder. Hit it with my garlic powder. with my black pepper. And then I'm gonna sprinkle some of this brown sage in there. Some of that sage in there. Just like that. Then with my spray butter. Just like that. We plating it up and we eating. I'm gonna stir this up and plating it up. We eating. So there's your final result right there. That's what you're gonna get. I'm telling you, I promise you. My wife ain't on that ketchup like that either. But if you do what I just showed you, it ain't ketchup no more. You're gonna love it. That's it. I appreciate everybody watching. Until we meet again, peace.